£52,000 for driving a HGV in the UK? That can't be right, can it? But find out how I achieved that and how you can earn that as well in this video. So, point one of my 3-point system to earning 50k plus a year. I'll just make a quick disclaimer. The 50k plus is on top, and I'm going to be talking about what I actually take home in this video. So 50k plus is what my obviously top line of my wage slip is going to be, but I'm just going to refer to you guys on this video as what I'm actually taking home. So if you're adding those numbers up later, you'll understand. Anyway, point one. So point one is your employment status. How do you get employed and where do you work? That is a very important thing, and I'm going to tell you exactly where you should work right now if you want to earn the big money. On the agency, on the right agency and for the right money. This is very important. Don't go and work for a company where you work on a Monday to Friday or 4-on-4 off system for £450 a week, unless you really want that and maybe it suits your lifestyle. And if that's so, then that's fine if that's what you want to do. I know people that do it, and I've got really good friends that do it, but it's not for me. I go to work to earn money. I have a very big house, I have a very nice car, and a very high maintenance wife and family, I'm going to tell you that much. And the only way I can pay for that is to go out and work and earn big money. Don't listen to other drivers when they tell you that you don't want to be on the agency, you want to go and get a company, it's more secure, you could be out of work tomorrow, Christmas is coming to an end now, January will soon be here, all this rubbish. I've been a driver now for 4 and a bit years. I was out of work in January, the first Christmas. That was it. That was because I had less than a year's experience. So ever since then, I've never been out of work. If I was to get a phone call now telling me not to come in tonight, I've been with this place for over a year now. But if that happened, then I'd just go and find somewhere else. I may have to take a lower pay than I'm on, but eventually I would stumble on a good contract, because there is plenty of work out there. There is a shortage of drivers. You've got to you've got to be mercenary about this. You've got to think, if you want to earn 50k plus a year on top, and you've got to think about yourself, you've got to be mercenary. You've got to go out there and look for the best contract for you. You work here, then this comes along. Don't worry about these people, so they won't worry about you. They'll find somebody else. Go and take the better job. Even if it means leave them in the lurch, because they'll dump you at a moment's notice. That is the industry that you're either working in or wanting to work in. It's a very cutthroat industry, I'm afraid, but that's how it is. Be mercenary, look after yourself. You need to find the right contract at the right pay, and usually if you want that kind of work, it's going to mean you're working away along. So if you want that kind of money, it's going to mean that you're working away a lot and you're doing the long hours and the big hours, but you are going to get the big money. Point two. Point two is all about your attitude. And when I say attitude, it's how you go out and how you're working when you're at your contract. So you turn up for work, and let's say you've managed to drop on the sweetest contract. You've done a bit of jobs here, you've done a couple of weeks here, but you've heard about this contract, it's long term and it's coming up and you're on it. And they do come along. I've had 2 really long contracts. I've had little bits in between them, but I've had 2 really long contracts. So you drop onto this contract and you're like, oh, this is good money, this is. Don't be, this contract might have people that work for this company. Don't be somebody else. Don't take your lead. Even if you just come into the industry, don't try and be somebody else. Be you. And if you want to earn the money, be a mercenary you. So be a yes man. When they say, oh, can you do this? Do it if you can. Obviously, don't ever break the law. Abide to all the laws and the driving regulations. But be a yes man. So yeah, I'll do it. Can you night out on Friday time? Yeah, I'll do it. Can you do an extra run? Have you got time? Oh, yeah, I've just got time. I'll do it. Yeah, if I get traffic, I'm out tonight out. Oh, it's weekend and I want to be home tonight. But if you want to earn the big money, go and do it. Say yes, because what will happen is, when they're getting rid of agency, or if they're having to lay agency off, then, oh well, actually, I remember Matt, he helped us out quite a bit. He did that for us. Yeah, we'll keep hold of him because he always does it. When we ask him something, he always does it. Yeah. So it may be like you may think that they're keeping you on because he'll do it for us. Well, he's easy going. He's a sap. We'll have him. but they're still paying you good money. You're still getting the big money. You know, it's the money that I'm on at the moment. If you want to write this down, I'm on £11.50 an hour for the first 8 hours, £17.25 after those 8 hours. I'm on £25 a night out allowance. I'm on time and a half on Friday, and on Sunday I'm on £27.50 an hour. But if you start on a Sunday, the whole shift, even if it goes into Monday morning, so we work through the night, it's paid at the Sunday rate. If we're only in on Saturday, we always start after midnight because we're on time and a half after midnight. So you may as well sleep in, get us a good rest, and then start on Saturday when we're getting time and a half. It's a little perk of the job because we do work hard. I do ridiculously long hours, but I get real well paid for it. So, you know, that's what we're in for. That's what we're wanting. If you're watching this video, hopefully it's because you're wanting to be a yes man and you're wanting to earn the money. Don't let other drivers, you know, get in your head and say, oh, don't do this or don't do that or tell them where to go, because those drivers will be told where to go eventually, but you will stay there and you will earn the top money. And that brings us to the end of point 2. So my third and final point for you guys and girls out there now is professionalism. It's all about how you conduct yourself when you're at the workplace. It comes a little bit to attitude, but I'm just going to expand on it a little bit towards the end as well, as I encompass everything that we've spoken about. Obviously, be professional. It goes without saying, don't be minging when you turn up for work. Be nice, be clean shaven, you know, if you wear shirts like this for driving, which is unlikely, if you wear a uniform or you've got, you know, a work rig that you wear, keep it clean, keep it tidy, you know, look after yourself, be seen to be presentable and smart, because I'm not joking, people do know. I've worked for this company where I worked for a couple of years. I worked for them before, and then I went away when they lost their last contract and they laid a lot of people off. Then I came back, and I was one of the first people to be asked back, because in their words I was very amenable, I was very professional, and I was always well presented, and I always did stuff for them. I think that was the other one, but anyway. And you know, it's very important to keep yourself you know, in that professional standards, you know, not to get angry at people, not road rage. People are going to cut us up all the time, you know, just don't get out of the cab or let them carry on, because you're getting paid more than most of those people who sat in those cars. So, you know, every aspect of professionalism, from the way you conduct yourself to the way that you are, to the jokes that you make in front of people and how you talk to the drivers, it all travels. You know, it's like a bunch of women drivers. I'm no exception. We all gossip about everything, and everything gets back to everyone. You'd be surprised. It really, really does travel, everything you say. I'm going to touch on a little extra point now. When I was working on this contract, one of the night managers was going off, and I'm an agency, and they asked if anyone was willing to cover in the office, and I said, yeah. I hate with a passion covering in the office. I'd much rather be out on the roadway. It's just me and my run, and not 30 other drivers' runs. But you try, you know, if you can try to make yourself indispensable, or give yourself another feather in the cap, you know, it keeps you there more. It keeps them wanting you working for that company more. I earn, you know, I take home, should I say, £7.50 to £9.50 realistically a week. If I start on a Sunday and run back in on a Saturday morning, I'll take about 9 something home. You know, it'll like 9:30, something like that, I think it is. If I do 5 nights out, and that is taking into consideration my £25 night out allowance. And they are long hours. They'll be probably 3:15s, some 13s, and obviously an 8 hours on a Saturday morning. As an agency driver, you're guaranteed 8 hours when you turn up for work, regardless of whether you go into the yard and you're sent home. I have had that. I've turned up at Christmas for a company that had a Marks and Spencer's contract. I went there. I sat there for 2.5 hours, and he said, "Oh, no, it's all right, mate. Don't need you." I went back to the yard, and that was £30 an hour, something that was ridiculous at Christmas. That was a few years ago now. But like I say, going back to my point, I worked in the office because I wanted another feather in my cap, and I wanted to be indispensable, or at least as best as I can be. I get on with everybody in the office. I'm always polite, and I'm always well presented. I'm not a suck up. I don't consider myself as a suck up, but I'm out for this for me. I want the money, and the best way of doing that is to keep on side with the management and to do jobs that nobody else wants to do. Because at the end of the day, we turn up to work to be paid. and we may as well be well paid while doing it. Guys, I hope you've really liked this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. If you're wanting to know by any chance the differences between a limited company driver and a PAYE driver, I'm going to be talking about that in my next video. So as always, if you did like this video and you want to watch the next one, please like and subscribe. I'm going to get as much information for you guys as you can. Is it still worth doing it? The VAT rules, I'm going to go into a lot more in depth than I have now for this one. But if you have any questions about anything I've spoken about today, please drop me a comment down there, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and please keep that rubber side down. Take care.